Hello everyone, Match back with another episode of NXT and 205 Live results. NXT for May 3rd, 2017 and 205 Live for May 2nd, 2017. If y'all do like, please leave one and subscribe. But both this show's episode, did that make any sense? Both this week's episodes this week were really good. Gotta say it. And just to leave the best for last, we're going to start out with 205 Live. And that started out with TJP taking on and defeating Lindsay Dorado. Really good match. Really liking the heel work of TJP. Not liking, I get it now, and I came to fruition that, they're not going to change his music or his, dabbing or whatever, because that's just annoying in itself, and it makes him twice as annoying as if he was, just a heel and didn't do anything besides the whole heel stick. So, I see the reason they're not changing any of that. But really good match to open up the night. Lindsay lost, Perkins won, and yeah. Then after that, we go to a backstage interview with the Brian Kendrick about Akira Tozawa. Corey Graves is interviewing him about, what do you think about Akira and everything? And then Kendrick's like, he doesn't know what he's doing. I'm just trying to lead him the right way. And, all these other young guys don't know what they're doing. I'm just trying to teach them the right way. Then out of nowhere, Tozawa comes and kicks him in the face, and then makes him learn another lesson. He's like lesson number 5, I think. Make every interview end with an impact. And then he's like, ha, ah, ah, ah. He did it all fucking screaming thing and everything. Really entertaining. And then, after that, we had Drew Gulak defeating Mustafa Ali. And they seem to be putting a good push on Drew Gulak. Don't know when he'll be becoming Cruiserweight champion in the future. Hopefully soon, because I like the look of him. Love his gimmick right now, and if he does win that Cruiserweight title, then he can just put a stop to the high-flying thing, He can be the champ that doesn't high-fly and all that. And, Neville's kind of doing that right now, but not to the extent of Gulak. Gulak doesn't want any high-flying. But really good match, but in the end, Mustafa Ali lost. Then, after that, we had, after the match, we had Gulak interviewed after the match, and he said, high-flying doesn't work. He said that fans lead these superstars to their demise by cheering for them. Ali crashed and burned tonight, and it was because of them. He claimed to be the future of 205 Live because what he does works. So it's kind of like The Miz, when him and Daniel Bryan had that argument, soft style versus strong style. Miz says he does it because he, never gets injured. Gulak's kind of doing the same thing, but on a different point. But works for him. Works for him for sure. Then after that, we had the main event of the evening. This match was really good. It was Noam Dar defeating Rich Swann in a fantastic main event. Really good. Really liked it. Wait, is this main event? Yeah, it is. But just really good main event. Man, so good. And, yeah. And then after the match, Noam Dar won, and Alicia Fox came down and forgave him for what he did. And, yeah, so that story's still going on, and I don't really care about it, but whatever. Next is NXT. NXT this week started out with Killian Dane taking on Danny Burch. From, I believe either the UK tournament or the Cruiserweight tournament. Not sure, but he was in one of those and he took on Killian Dane. This is basically kind of a squash match, not really. Killian Dane got some, or not Killian Dane, Danny Burch got some offense in. Really good match, but Killian Dane won with the one-winged angel. Don't know what he's calling it for himself, but yeah. Oh, it's called the Ulster Plantation. So he won with the Ulster Plantation, aka One Winged Angel, if you're a New Japan fan. And yeah, really good match to open up the show. Then we get a video package for the Velveteen Dream. I forget his name. Can't believe I forgot his name. If you guys do know of it, please leave it down in the comments. That'd help me out a bunch. And so he's gonna be coming to NXT soon. Then we come back from break. Then we have Heavy Machinery make their way to the ring for the next match. Already in the ring are their opponents, Ricardo Watts and Hector Kunzman. Bell rings and Heavy Machinery squash the shit out of those jobbers. And I'm really liking Heavy Machinery now. Like, I mean, I did before this, but I mean, like, lots more now. Like, they're great on the mic. They show so much charisma. They just are a great set of characters, and I don't want to see them break up at all. Maybe in the future, 10 years or 10 years, that's a long time, 5 years or something, or whatever, however long. But yeah, really good match to put them over. And then after the match, they were commenting, "Oh man, yeah, we like to drink carb soda and eat at the buffet." And I forget what he's I forget what he said, but he said like something steaks and something. Oh man. But they called out the Authors of Pain to challenge them or to let them know that they're gonna be in line for an NXT title shot maybe after this takeover, or maybe we'll see one before it. But who knows? So yeah, can't wait to see that match. That match will be really good. With their combined like size and everything. Then after that, we come back from break and we thank Fozzy for Judas, an official theme song for TakeOver Chicago. Then we go backstage with the DIY interview, and they're asked about Heavy Machinery's claim to the tag champs, or tag titles. Gargano says they're the guys with the size to win the prize, but and that while they don't have the size, they have won the prize. Ciampa says Heavy Machinery needs to realize that the line to those titles starts behind us. So they're basically kind of calling out both sides, Authors and Heavy. And yeah, if Heavy and DIY, you know, a clash at one point, that will be a really good match. Like to see how they would work together. And yeah. But then after that, go back at ringside, see Kona Reeves make his way to the ring for the next match against Hideo Itami, the returning Hideo Itami, I believe, in ring wise. Good match. Hideo Itami went over, no surprise, making sure that he sends a message to the NXT champ, Bobby Roode. And yeah, don't know if Hideo will win it this takeover or who, will win it. I'm pretty sure Cassius will be after Hideo, and then after that Roderick, or maybe switch them around. But yeah, so cool. Then after that, uh, hold on, come back from break. We thank Hacktivist for their song Overthrown, one of the official songs of TakeOver Chicago, blah blah blah. Then we get a package looking at Drew McIntyre, who has turned heads with his arrival in NXT before shifting focus to Roderick Strong. We meet her, oh, wait, uh, whatever. We meet his fiance, and it just basically goes over his life. It's like, oh, now I have motivation, I have a child, I have a wife, I'm so happy now, and you know that NXT championship, I'm gonna come after it at some point. And they talked about his Ring of Honor history extensively too. They showed him taking on Rollins, him taking on KO or Steen, and then I forgot. I think I saw AJ Styles in there once, but I'm really glad they're going behind the Ring of Honor guys at some point. Really interest you, you know, to see where they come from and how they came up. And I forget if it's a three-part series, so the third part will be next week, or it's just two and done. But if you do know, please leave it down below. Then we go backstage. William Regal's with Bobby Lashley, Bobby Roode. I love this segment. And William Regal's like, "Oh man, can you believe that? That's such a great segment." Bobby's all on like his phone. He's like, "Oh yeah, that's awesome." He totally no sells it. But he discusses with Bobby who his next opponent is. Will it be Hideo, Roderick? I think it might be Roderick, just because of the way they're selling him, but who knows? It could be a total heel turn for Roderick. And, yeah. Then, oh, wait. Oh, after that, we get the announcement that the, Battle Royal to determine the NXT Women's Champion, or number one contender for, Asuka's championship at TakeOver Chicago. Really good, match. Gonna see if they have the order of no, they don't have the order of elimination, but really good match. New stories to be told with some people, especially the last three. They can tell a really good story because the match ended in a no contest, but it doesn't make any sense to me because this has happened plenty of times to where someone uh who's not involved in the match or has gotten eliminated has interrupted in the match, gotten in and thrown someone over, or has beaten someone up. But this happened, and then the match ended in a no contest, which didn't make any sense to me. I don't know why, but whatever, WWE thinks they forget about stuff. I don't, but whatever. But the match ended with a no contest because Asuka came down and just beat up everybody. She threw Ember Moon outside. It looked like a nasty bump. I think this was a bump they were talking about where she hit her shoulder and was crying, but she threw her through the second and bottom rope all the way to the corner into a barrier. It looked like it fucking hurt. Oh my god, that hurt my shoulder, like just watching it. And she hit Nikki and then Ruby, and then she just screamed, "Nobody's ready for Asuka," and then ran off. And then after everybody was checked on, Regal came down. He's like, at NXT Takeover Chicago, Asuka will defend her NXT Women's Championship against those three women. So it will be a fatal four-way with Asuka defending her title against Ruby, Nikki, and Ember Moon. I think they're pushing it off because Ember's injury. Not sure, but we'll find out next week if she has an injury or not. But yeah, really good episodes of both NXT and 205 Live. I enjoyed them both, and yeah. Tell me what you guys thought about the episodes below. If you did enjoy and you want to talk about something, just leave your comments down below. Love to hear them. And if you didn't, tell me why. But yeah, guys, that's going to be it for another episode of NXT and 205 Live results. NXT for May 3rd, 205 Live for May 2nd, 2017. If y'all did enjoy, please leave a like, leave a comment, and subscribe if you're new. Also, follow me on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and Snapchat. If you want to see the rest of the series, please click the link down below or the annotation somewhere over here, or yeah, here, and then click subscribe here. And yeah, but as always, have a nice day. I'll see y'all in the next one.